Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, that room. You and Queen got this here room, shit. And whoever else come over, they sleep up in the living room. Shit. At least the kids can have a room to play in. They can play in my room.
So they don't even have a room, right? They sleep in your mama's room.
Queen sleeping there. They sleep in the living room.
Okay, I'm gonna do a video. I'm doing a video.
About what?
About homeless shelter.
Shit, y'all see what for that where we finna go?
I'm doing homeless shelter today, and I'm doing police officers.
That's where we sure finna go tomorrow.
So hello.
Right after 12 o'clock.
Hello.
I get 2 p.m. passes.
So I'm almost through with the talk show or the talk video. I have like 2 or 3 topics left. So
I'm just gonna tell
today I'm gonna do homeless shelter closest.
You doing it now?
I'm doing it right now. I'm gonna do homeless shelter closest to homeless people. And then later at night, I'm going to do the police officers call to serve, not to destroy people or not to bully people or run people off. Police officers are called to protect people. Their job is to protect. Their job is not to destroy. But it's the opposite in Texas. The police officer here are destructive. So I'll do that video separate. But this one is all about homeless shelter. I didn't even know about homeless shelter. So it's homeless shelter closes its doors to homeless people and prefer them roam around the street as smart people because they won't make you believe that you're mad, so they won't give you a place to stay. They won't want you to get shower, so they'll lock their door and they'll tell you there's no bed, there's no space. You go inside there's a lot of bed, there's a lot of space. But what they don't want you, they don't want to go inside because they don't want to shower, they don't want to eat, they want you to freeze outside, they want you to die. So check my YouTube channel, subscribe, like, and share. Alan Queen. And you probably, if you want to you want to have a clue about my channel, probably looking for glasses. That's like my thing. That's like my dressing. I love glasses. So check for the glasses. Okay? When you go on YouTube, you're search for Alan Queen. Subscribe on my channel, Alan Queen.
Do you have Natasha number? Send it to
like,
me.
share, and subscribe, comment, whatever you want to do.
Send it to me.
So the topic this morning is homeless shelter, closest doors to homeless people. It's something I've dealt with. And let me be honest, at first I am from Africa. I didn't know anything about homeless shelter. To be honest, I came here, I didn't know anything about homelessness. I didn't know anything about homeless shelter because I stayed in Africa. I'm from Cameroon and I stayed 29 years with under my mother's roof. I was that kind of a kid that didn't even like going stay with my aunties or my uncle. They'll let you pack my bag. I said, go stay with your auntie there. I will go. I'll let you run away. And my mom, I said, Mom, I don't feel comfortable stay with my uncle. I don't feel comfortable stay with my auntie. I didn't like going for holidays. Except for particularly one auntie that I love going. Apart of that, I will stay with my mom. I didn't like staying in nobody's house except my mom's house. I didn't like eating nobody's food except my mom's food. That was the kind of kid I was. So I came in America. My mom never kicked me out of the house. I never slept outside. Like you have a boyfriend and your boyfriend says sleep outside. I never slept outside. Even I had a boyfriend, I will go see my boyfriend and I'll come back home and sleep in my house. And my mom never ever kicked me out and said, oh, some people parents kick them out. My mom never kicked me out. My dad never kicked me out. I never slept out for one night. I came in America, that became a different thing. When I stayed, the people that invited me to stay in their house for 1 year, and when I saw that I was done, because I knew they were strangers, they were not like family, and I saw that my life was threatening staying under their roof, and the job that I was doing I didn't really like, the hair care job, everything was threatening to me. I decided to leave their house after 1 year. When I left their house, that's when I went, started staying on my own. They didn't even want me to stay on my own. They would just make things impossible when we get a lease. They'll make it impossible to get an apartment. They'll make it impossible to get me a hotel. And try to force me to stay with some friends or family so that they can poison my food or poison my drink or just throw me out. Understand? So that's when the homelessness started. So I did not know anything about homeless shelter. So when I went homeless the first time in Boston, when my friends invited me over and I stayed with their house for 6 months, and after 6 months they threw me out, I was so confused. I was so confused. I didn't have my luggage to me. I said, well, how will I drag my luggages and go on the street with this bag? Huh? So I was so confused. I just left my things there. But the only thing that I always have with me were my documents. I always have my birth certificate with me. I always have my ID with me. I always have my identification papers in my purse or in my bag. Because I know it was important, because I was always getting me a job. I was always working in Boston. So I carried that to the street. But I knew it was dangerous, because I knew they were like dangerous not off here on the street. Understand? And they can get you to take your document. And if you lost your document and paperwork, it'll be difficult. You cannot go in anywhere to get a job. You can't. They won't take you. They'll need your identification paper. So that was difficult. And I knew those documents were very important. I need to carry everywhere I go. I moved to the street. Those documents. I was scared. Understand? It was this white dude that picked me up the first time that I went homeless and they threw me out. The first time I went homeless, those my friends in Boston threw me out. The first person that came to my rescue was a white guy called French. I went downtown. I was just humiliated. I was just embarrassed. I was just so ashamed. I was just so confused. I didn't know what to do. I went downtown Boston and I went to Macy's. I started sleeping in the bathroom Macy's, but I didn't sleep like the whole night because the store Macy's closed around 10 p.m. Macy's was closed around 10 p.m. and Macy's was closed around 11. So I would go to Macy's, especially when it was cold, because when it was hot, I was stay outside when it's hot. But when it was cold, around fall to winter, I would just go inside Macy's and I'll go in the bathroom. I started sleeping in the bathroom Macy's when I want to rest. I'll go there around 7 p.m. I will take a towel, soap. I go in the bathroom. I will just wipe myself, clean my private, brush my teeth, clean my whole self, change my clothes, and then I will just sleep there in the bathroom. I'll sleep in the bathroom in Macy's. 7 to like 10, 11 p.m. that the store is closing. Then I'll come out of Macy's and I'll leave. So I did that for 3 months. And then one time I just was coming out of Macy's after cleaning myself, brushing my teeth and resting in their bathroom. And I was coming out the street. I saw this white dude. His name was French, Donald French. Was riding his bicycle. Was a white dude. But this one of these dirty white dude that was not really clean. Understand? The guy was a hoarder. It was very dirty, and he was a hoarder. So the man was riding his bike at night. It was 10 p.m. at night downtown Boston. The man was riding his bike. I said hello, hello. I say hi. The first thing the man asked, he never asked for my name. You know how when you see a person, the first thing you ask is their name, and when you ask their name, the next thing you ask their name or where they come from. The man saw me. The first thing he asked, hello, where you come from. That was the first thing the man asked me. Where you live? He not even asked for my name. He said, where you live? I stood there speechless because the first thing that came out of the man was, where do you live? I said, wow, I've never seen anyone that sees a person, the first thing they ask is where you live. Because normally when you see a person, the first thing you're asking for their name before you're asking where they live. So I was taken aback when that man asked me where I live. I stood there, I started crying. He said, why are you crying? I said, because man, the first thing that came out of my mind is me, where I live. And I told him I'm homeless. I'm always like very honest with myself. I don't know how to lie. I always try to be real as possible. I always like to be honest with myself as possible. So I tell him I'm homeless. The man was a hoarder. So I say I have my house like 5 minute walks away. You can come stay with me and blah blah blah. I'm not gonna touch you, blah blah blah. You can stay 3 months to 6 months. When you get your own apartment there, you can move out. Understand? So we went to work, then we sat there and I was talking to the man, and the man said, my house is not clean. That's the only excuse he gave me. Say my house is not clean and my house is dirty. If you are comfortable staying in my house, then you can come in next time. He said I'm a very dirty man. I don't clean my house. My house is so dirty. If you can stay there, fine. Okay, I said okay. I will stay. I kind of want to be on the street. I went there. The man accepted to house put me under his roof till I get my own apartment. I was not a boyfriend. I never fucked the man. I never dated the way I do. He just accepted it. He said you gotta get off the street. It's dangerous. So the man accepted to put me in his room for 3 months to 6 months till I get my place. So I accepted. The man drove me 5 minutes away from downtown. We went there. It was around Cambridge. So when it was a beautiful apartment complex, but the man was a dirty man. The man was a hoarder. I went to his house. The house was horrible. The man was a terrible hoarder, living in one of the most expensive apartments downtown. If you see where that man live, it's where these rich billionaires like Donald Trump live at. And yeah, you enter the man's house, everything was horrible. The man was a hoarder. He has steepest clothes, panties. He cannot wash them. Everything in the house was smelling. It was disgusting. I stayed there for 3 months. I had a struggle with the man. So the man started saying, I want to take photos of you. You should be a model. I will send your photos in California. You can start your modeling career. I'm just like, I'm homeless. I just got America, being here for 3 years. I don't think I'm ready for any of this. Because I really don't show what I want to do in my life. The man took photo, put in his laptop, put in his computer, and was sending those photos to California to an agency. After that, I became scared. I said, look, if you send one of my photos to any agency in California, I will sue your fucking ass. You know, man. And then after the man started advancing me, trying to want to finger me or want to sleep with me, I said, this is not what we agreed. You agreed to house me, you didn't agree to sleep with me. Then I tried to clean up his house. The man said, don't touch anything in my house. So the man was very difficult. I was trying to remove trash in his house. I was trying to clean his house. The man would tell me, don't touch anything in my house. So it became scary. I stayed there for 1 year. No, I stayed there for 3 months. So the man started advancing sex towards me. I said, I don't want to sleep with you. I don't want to marry. I don't want to date you. And don't fucking send one of my photo any agency to approve it. If you send one photo any agency in California and I found out that you have sent my photo, I will sue your ass. So I started fighting with the man in his house. A hoarder. The man said, get the fuck out of my house. Take your bags and leave my house. But by then, I've gone to my friend's side. I brought all my bags. Put them in safety. I said, okay, allow my bag. Let me go get my apartment. So I went and got an apartment. So that is it. I don't want to talk about that one. You can talk about homeless shelter closing the doors. So that is it. I did not. It will be a short video because I'm just talking that it's wrong that you have homeless shelters in America. They say it's for homeless people and they close their door. You don't even have to have ID, because when I went homeless the first time in Boston for 1 year in 2016, no, the first time 1 year in 2016, I did not know what it's about. I slept on the street for 1 year 2016 because I did not have a clue that they had a place called homeless shelter where you can go check yourself in. So I roamed the street for 1 year, did not know, and I was walking. So it was the second time that I went homeless again, and I stayed on the street again for another 1 year. Around January 4, 2019, that the police officers in Boston and the firefighters say you cannot stay, it's cold, we will take you to the homeless shelter if you accept, because some homeless people don't accept going to shelter. So I say yes, I don't even know what homeless shelter is. They took me and they dropped me there. And I had my ID, I had my social security card, I had my green card, but they made me a homeless shelter ID. You have to have like their own homeless shelter ID. Even though you have your social security number, even though you have green card, your own ID, they will make you a homeless shelter, because some of these people have lost everything. Some of people, they have their house that have been destroyed by flood. They have their house that have been destroyed by fire. They have lost everything in their houses, that nothing came out of it. So when they check in a homeless shelter, even ID they don't even have. The homeless shelter have to create them ID. So the first thing they do when the police officer check me in, and they say, we have a homeless girl right here. We want to see if there's a bed for her. That's all they have to look, because some homeless shelters are crowded. And if it's too crowded that they have like, we're taking just 500 women. If you exit 500 women, they will not take you in that shelter. They say, that exit 500 women, let her go to another shelter. So there was space for me. So they said they're going to check if there's space for me. So when they said we have another bed for her, so I went in. They asked my information. They just asked for my name and everything. I gave them. That night I just stood there. They processed my name in the computer. That night they created me a shelter ID, and they gave me. They said, this is your shelter ID. This is what you're gonna use to check in when you're coming in. That's it. So this Boston, that made me even know that they had homeless shelter. I was like, I didn't even know they had homeless shelter. I'm there freezing the cold. I did not have an idea. Yeah, am I embarrassed? I'm ashamed. I'm sleeping in toilet. I'm sleeping in Star Market, opening Star Market, going in the bathroom. I'm sleeping, and I'm sleeping in Boston College. I'm sleeping in Macy's, because I didn't have no idea that there's something happened called homeless shelter. Understand? But Texas has become a different case. So I stayed in that shelter in Boston for 6 years. The food was amazing. They were giving us cake, they were giving us snacks, they were giving us drink, they were giving us breakfast, dinner. They treated us beautiful in that shelter, and I stayed for 6 months. But I was not comfortable, because I know this is not my life. They want to force me to accept this kind of life, but I'm saying this is not my life. I'm can go get my own job, work, get my own apartment, but they want to force me to live this life. So I say I'll always stay for 6 months. And I stayed for 6 months. I left New York. I came to New York. I was looking for, I had an idea, and I have shelter. In that shelter when in Boston, they gave me food stamp when I was staying there, and I could not eat most of the food that was cooking because I was a vegetarian. Some people helped me out and went to a food stamp place in Boston, and went and got a food stamp. The food stamp was not food, was a card they gave me there. And all I went is there, I said, I am homeless. I'm living in a homeless shelter and I need a food stamp. They just asked for my ID. They asked for my social security card. They asked for my green card. They asked for all my documents. I gave the lady, and she processed everything with the computer. And right away, it did not take that lady 1 hour. She pulled that card and she gave me the card. She said, every month you're gonna be having $200 in your card for food. It was cash. It was not food. It was like a credit card, food stamp, cash, $200 every day. That you go in a store, you buy anything, just food. But you cannot buy clothes, you cannot buy shoes, but you can only buy food. So they were helpful in Boston. That lady gave me the card, $200. I went back to the shelter. Every day I'll go to Whole Foods. I'll take that EBT. You only have to go to the store that accept the card EBT. Most of the stores, they are accepting EBT. So I'll go to Whole Foods, they accept EBT. I'll go get my veggies and food that I like, eat salad, food. I'll buy stuff like that. It was $200. Understand? I was good. So I used that money till 6 months, and I left for New York. When I came in New York, I was lucky that I met a guy that accepted me for me to stay with his mom's house, and I was just in the garage. I liked it because I didn't want to go to the shelter. But when I moved to Texas, everything changes, and Texas atmosphere was very hostile, and the atmosphere is still hostile. They were so harsh towards me. It just feel like they were angry towards me. Understand? Yeah. I went to shelter. I met Franklin. It was convention center downtown. The atmosphere and the shelter was very nasty. We have like 1,000 people in that shelter. They were dirty. They were stinky. It was horrible. I was like, Frank, I can't wait to get out of this shelter. This is disgusting shelter. But after that, that was Corona when the COVID, 2020, when the COVID hit. So many people became homeless. 1,000 people in the shelter. And that's where I met Frank. And Frank, when I got pregnant, Frank said we get it out of here. We left. But when we got evicted again the second time, and I got pregnant with Queen, I said I'm going to shelter. The shelter that took me closed me out. I went to Houston. They said I should go to some shelter, and they said they're not going to take me there. I went to that shelter. They did not accept me to take in my phone. So I don't understand. They have a lot of homeless people in Texas. They roam in the street. And we don't have police officers that are taking these people out of the street and putting them in the homeless shelter that where they belong. You understand? It's crazy. It is really crazy that these police officers are not helping people at all. But I'm going to talk about that in another video. Understand? Because a police officer, you're called to protect people. You are not called to bully people. You are not called to run people off. And you are not called to destroy people. We have cameras everywhere in America. They'll pick you up. That's P. Diddy going to jail for a video that he did. That was a video he did probably 10 years ago. I think he will never get away with that video. Beating his girlfriend on the hallway in a hotel. And that girl went to court, filed for lawsuit with the boyfriend, and they dismissed it. But now Karma is catching with P. Diddy. And now he's going to jail for the video that was caught on camera. America, everywhere there's camera. You careful what you're doing out there, even the police officers. Each time when you want to bully me or do so, I just say, you know what, we have cameras here. Everything will be exposed. Anything that is always hidden under the dark will always come to light. For how long do you think you're going to hide your secret? For how long do you think you're going to hide things like this? Anything that is hidden under the dark will always come to light. Things will always be exposed. Understand? So they're not doing a good job. They're not going good job. You have to start with the police officer. I don't know. And they're roaming the street. You see them passing by on the street and they just look at homeless people. They're not taking them. Who do you want? Who is the one responsible to take these people off the street? If not of you. Sometimes these people are waiting for you to come pick them off the street and drop them in the shelter. Because if they go to the shelter might not accept them. So they are looking for somebody like you, the police officer, to come pick them from the bus stop, to come pick them from the street and carry them to these shelters and check them inside. Because sometimes they themselves go in to check themselves out. They are denied to be checked in. But as a police officer, if you pick a homeless girl on the street and you check that person on the street, those homeless shelter will not deny you except they don't have a space for you. They will not deny you. But these are the same police officer that will bully you and run you off and intimidate you and threaten you. I'll do a video about that one. So I didn't know about anything about homeless shelter. I was embarrassed myself. I didn't even know what homelessness is. So I was so ashamed. I was so embarrassed. I was so confused that I did not know what to do with myself. But I made sure I look normal. I always sure I look clean. And I made sure I always get me a job. I was working. I made sure I look clean. I will look for any bathroom to take a towel and wipe myself. But I came to Texas, they started closing their bathroom. I came to Texas, they started locking their bathroom, making sure I don't go in the bathroom to clean, making sure I don't go to the bathroom and shower. They had a secret code in their bathroom. Texas became tough for me, it became difficult for me. I knew they had some powerful people, powerful men that are watching me. I don't know. I'm not even a star. I'm not a celebrity. I'm not even Beyonce. But yet, I'm being watched by some people I don't know. Yet, I'm being followed by some people I don't know. You understand? Yeah, I'm being bullied by some people I don't know. Well, I've not done anything wrong to anyone. But I told you my hands are clean. I've not killed anyone. I'm not a murderer. I'm not a suicider. Understand? But yet I'm being watched, yet I'm being followed, yet I'm being threatened. I came in Texas, I became worse. They locked their bathroom. They have sacred code in their bathroom. We go in a restaurant, Burger King, we go in a restaurant, McDonald's, the bathroom is locked for you to even go and pee. And you have to go to cashier to ask for sacred code. In Dunkin' Donuts, there was nothing like that. Yeah? You go to ask for water in restaurant just to drink, they refuse the water. Just to get water from the tap. You buy sandwich, you buy a drink. You're asking for tap water. They refuse the tap water. I work in those restaurants. I was a cashier. I had 5 years experience. I will work in Dunkin'. We have people who come in Dunkin' that will not buy anything. But once they come ask for water, tap water, I give them. It's just that we always like charge for the cup because my supervisor was very strict and mean to me. He'll be like, if you give that cup free, they will take the money off your salary. And that was 50 cents. It was like, which you charge 25 to 50 cents for the cup, but you give the water free. So we were charging 25 cents for the cup. But we give the water free because when tap water, you just pour in the cup and give the person to drink. You don't have to buy anything to ask for free water in a restaurant. But the cup that they are serving you is 25 cents. The cup that they are serving you is 50 cents. Understand? And sometimes I don't even charge them for no cup. If my supervisor is not around, I give the cup for free. I don't give a damn if you take it out of my salary. I'm just a good person that I feel like water is free and should not be charged. Understand? So all of these things happened. In Texas became hard. They closed the bathroom. They didn't want me to go in the bathroom and shower. They locked the bathroom. They had sacred code. Even right now, the Wi-Fi's there are not free. Texas, Boston, they had free Wi-Fi's. Free Wi-Fi's everywhere. There are no code for you to enter. Everywhere in Boston, you go, there are free Wi-Fi. You just enter in Panera Bread, free Wi-Fi. They no secret code in any Wi-Fi. I came in Texas, they locked all their Wi-Fi. I didn't even have a phone for like 4 years or 3 years in Houston. And once somebody gave me a phone to call Franklin, they blocked the Wi-Fi. They removed the plug from charging phone. They didn't want me to charge my phone. I knew there was society. Somebody want to kill me and somebody will get rid of me. And they did not want me to contact Frank. They did not want me to contact my mother. They did not want me to contact any of my family members because somebody was trying to kill me. I was at Hammond Park. They just built a new place in the park. They had a charging place right there. This guy come and tell me I could not charge my phone. I said, what the? In the park. They removed all the plug in the park. We would go to a restaurant to eat and see the plugs were removed. You put your phone in the charge, you could not plug your phone. Because somebody wanted to reach my boyfriend, frankly, and somebody wanted me to reach my family. They didn't want me to call my mother. They didn't want me to talk to my mother. They didn't want me to call Frank. They didn't want me to talk to Frank. Somebody was watching me. Somebody was following me. And I did not even understand because I'm not a star. I'm not Beyonce. I'm not Kim Kardashian. I'm just a simple girl that came from Africa. And who is following me and who is watching me? And who want me killed and who want me dead? It was so scary that Texas became dangerous. The plug will remove plug, the park. Somebody telling me I can't charge my phone in the park, in a free park. It's bullying me, telling me to get out of the park. It was scary. And I'm like, what the? This guy are up to some suicide shit. Somebody want me dead. Somebody want me killed. I'm not even Kim Kardashian. I'm not Beyonce. I'm not a star. I am a mother. I just gave birth to 2 kids and somebody want to kill me for giving birth. That's a shame.